Well, my name is Ed Skeen, and I do the law. And if you need it, I'll give you a call, because I'm going to help you get out of jail. You ain't going to need no stinking bail, because I'm Ed Skeen. I am the man for you. And if you need it, I'll tell you true. Yes, I am the one who says I am a Jew, and I'm going to help you. Ski.
Hello, beautiful people. Hey, man, it's Brian Brushwood live in Austin, Texas, and it's Tuesday night, which means it has got to be go time for Night Attack, bringing you the best of the worst of everything that's terrible in the universe ever since the dawn of who gives a rat's ass. I am live on the line. We got people in studio, and we got Justin Robert Young all the way in Oakland, Orlando. What's going on, Justin?
Oh, my God. It's Skeen, man. That guy is a hell of a lawyer.
Dude, I hear that. I hear he's a Jew that's there for you. That's a weird tagline.
Yeah. Also, odd that his name is basically a play on Ed Gein.
Yeah,
the serial
guy
killer.
who literally ate his neighbors, right?
Yeah, yeah. Not as good of a lawyer.
Yeah, but you know, for as bad of a lawyer as he is, he's not as good of a musician as our in-studio guest of Get Set Go. We have one and only MikeTV. What's going on, buddy?
Hey, everybody. How you guys doing?
Dude, we are tired.
Oh, yeah.
I was about to lie. I was about to tell you this fabulous tale of how happy and successful and thrilled and kicking ass we are, and then all of a sudden I was like, you know what? Literally an hour and a half ago, I was like, I don't want to do the show. I'm just exhausted. Can we not do anything?
Yeah, and so Brian's like, hey, man, we're adrift. Justin, you need to bring the energy. At which point I was like, no, I refuse.
Well, and what's funny is when Justin musters up his energy, you know, and he goes into this Hulk Hogan-like rage, but not in a racist way. He just sort of starts grinning, and his eyes get wide, and he goes, Brian, no, don't give up, brother. he says, what if Hitler was a dog? And I was like, all right, no, come on, you're not gonna get me all excited. He's like, no, brother, I'm serious. What if Hitler was a dog?
All right, come on, Brian. Seriously, though. So Hitler's a dog, right? And he does all the same things that Hitler did. But
Okay,
it's a dog.
When he barks, is he barking or is he speaking as a human?
No, he's barking. And so it's just black and white footage of this dog being as animated as Hitler was giving speeches, but he's just like, and everyone, it's the same crowd reaction. Everyone's like, ah! And everyone in the crowd's like, I think that dog told us to invade Poland. Let's do it!
What's that, Dolphy? You say go invade Poland.
See, I'm imagining this dog just kind of looks like Sneakers, but he surrounds himself with golden retrievers.
Okay. That's true, right? He talks about the purity of the golden race. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then when everybody salutes the dog, they just they do this, they do this. They paw at the air in front of them.
Exactly.
Man.
So do you think we'd hate dogs?
I think
if Hitler was a dog, would the PR for dogs take a major hit?
Yeah. I think it would be a bad time to be a dog.
It'd be terrible.
A dog.
Mike, comment?
Yeah, I don't like dogs
anymore.
Yeah. Not since I discovered that Hitler was a dog.
Dude, do you really not like
No. I'm joking. We actually have a dog that's 15 years old.
Is it Hitler?
And
are you harboring Hitler?
He could very well be, because he is nuts.
He's not German. He's geriatric.
This is how dog Hitler would be appeased. Because everyone would be like, oh, he's just a little crazy. He just, for hygiene reasons, wants to round up all the Jews.
Neville Chamberlain's like, just give him a rub on the belly, give him a treat, he'll be taking a nap.
Who's a good dog? You're a good dog. You're not going to invade Poland, are you? You're not. That's so cute.
Geez, wow, we got off to a fantastic crash. Hey, man, real quick, for those of you guys who didn't see it, I hope you guys enjoyed the live show over at... For those of you guys who didn't see it, I hope you enjoyed the live show. For those of you who didn't know, Justin did a live show, and I hope those of you who saw it really enjoyed it at Nerdtacular. I got to be honest, and we talked about this a little bit after the show, I think, but following you as an opening act for Night Attack was probably one of the scariest things I've ever done in my professional career. Because
stop that.
No, and I mean this sincerely, and I don't mean this in a gregarious pump you up kind of way, pump, but instead in a selfish, terrified little child kind of way. Because you got up
on the carpet
and tear down the couch.
The crowd is getting too pumped.
So, as you're killing it on stage, I realize I have to follow this. And I realize that I'm like, oh my God, Night Attack is just going to be, me as a useless appendage stapled onto Justin, who's already killing it. And I was like, well, what do I got to bring? And I was like, I took a poop earlier today. It was really awkward. It was next to Tom Merritt.
Oh my God, and that killed. No, the live show was amazing. Thank you again to everybody who came out. Man, we had... Like, a lot of that crowd came from sitting down and watching Marion Call play a full hour-and-a-half concert, right?
Yeah.
Then they came right up to our room and sat for another 2.5 hours.
Dude,
it was insane.
I don't mean to, in any way, make it sound like Marion Call wasn't slaying it, because she was. But as I walked up, I was looking for directions. There were people leaving her concert early specifically to make sure they got a good seat for your stuff. So
well, it was... Yeah, I mean, insane. And thanks again to everybody. The live show will be up on, or is now, I think. The audio version is up on the Jury podcast. So go ahead and figure that out, jurytalks.com. But...
Oh, real quick, I don't think I've told Bonnie.
What?
Dude, we did a big T-shirt giveaway afterwards.
Oh, yeah.
Well, we did like a discount bargain bin, like odds and ends from the last 10 years of tour shirts.
Right.
Every time, it was painful for me to see them all go for such an affordable price. But the whole time I'm thinking, Bonnie's going to love that these are all gone.
Yeah.
Like three boxes of shirts went out, like a couple hundred.
Wow.
It was amazing. It was awesome.
I can't believe it. I think we're going to have to do something like that for Dragon Con, right? Like, do we still have enough?
Don't know that we can afford to. That was
really?
literally all of them.
Yeah.
So that was it. I didn't know that was the entire supply.
I think we took back like 30 of them. So we may have a few, and all of those 30 are from the last year. I mean, I could dive down and see if I could find some other, but there was some weird ass stuff, like Brian Brushwood hoodie sweatshirts and the rip off of the Buckaroo Banzai logo ones and stuff.
I've got a Captain Cat Meow that I've worn a couple times. You want me to throw that in there?
Captain Cat Meow.
It was like the
Wait,
Cat
Bonnie,
Meow,
no,
General Cat Meow or something.
It was Chairman Meow.
Chairman Meow.
And it was a gift.
From Brant, right?
No, not from Brant.
Who was it?
Now you're going to make me forget his name, but it was in
Oh.
Pennsylvania. He came up and gave it to us. It's the same guy that gave us the cat skeleton.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Doggone it.
man.
Now
Why
I'm-
can't I?
Wait.
Was it?
Is he in chat?
I can picture his avatar right now. It's of a ghoulish face, and now I can't remember. He's listening to it right now. And
Was it an actual cat skeleton?
It was a
this-
veterinarian illustrative.
Oh, okay.
Scat,
It was
okay.
like a poor
scat skeleton.
Yeah.
cat skeleton. Oh, my gosh.
It brings this up, though.
Yeah.
What if Pol Pot was a cat?
Oh, my
And
gosh.
he's all like, he means to shout like, slaughter all my people, bring
Yeah.
pestilence to my land, but instead it just sounds like,
You think we'd hate cats? I think we'd hate cats.
I gotta-
no, she's this adorable cat. He's just doing his cat thing and killing.
So-
Stop talking.
So Callie is totally talking now. Like she's 2.5. She speaks in paragraphs. It's amazing and really convenient because it's nice to know what she wants and needs. But when she gets lazy, she comes up and starts acting like a cat. She just goes meow, like she really doesn't want to think about words. So
Dude,
she
I'll
just
tell you
starts
what, that's a smart
meowing.
move. That's smarter than us. That's what I'm going to do from now on. I'm just going to go up and go.
And then if she's like desperate, because I'm just looking at her like, you got to use words. She goes, meow, 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 blue milk, meow.
Hey, so anyway, thanks for this week in Cali. All right, so real quick, we got some news coming up. We have a bit that we're going to do in the second segment here, but you, Mr. Michael Television, have a brand new album, right?
Yeah, I do. Well, I have 6 brand new. Yeah, I know, but this newest iteration is. Yeah, no, I just.
What should everybody search for, including me, right now?
It's only available on Bandcamp, and it's called True Crime Television. You can search Get Set Go in Bandcamp, and it'll pop up. I think it's the first thing that pops up.
True Crime Television. Yeah. There it is, right there. And so talk us through this album. What's the story?
So I've been writing. I've basically been writing nonstop since I got to Austin a year ago, and so this is sort of the songs. I think the best aggregation of songs from January till now, and it's a little bit of a strange I'm still not 100% certain that this is actually going to be the final lineup, like when I actually release it nationwide or worldwide, but
worldwide.
Yes. When I do my big release in Prague.
So wait, what is that different? That this is like a mini album or a rough draft of it?
It's a full album. The thing is just like I have been doing some experimental stuff. Like I haven't really written instrumentals in like 10 or 15 years. So I wrote some instrumentals, and I've just been kind of been exploring, because I'm basically running out of all of the typical Get Set Go things. I've literally like sort of exhausted all of the stuff going on in my life that I would normally mine for music, and so now I'm like, all right, well then I gotta come up with something else, because I've got to generate music.
So is your problem virtually that you don't have enough strife? That you need more drama in order to write music about it?
It's sort of. I mean, it's my life is like, like it's basically just making music and hanging out with Katie, and so it's like
so your music basically becomes one note, like everything's awesome, it's pretty great, not so much to report,
and that's what I was avoiding.
You should probably get your car stolen, or maybe do a concept album about if Hitler was a dog.
Well, that is a great idea. I actually am working on a concept record. I basically wanted to. I'm like, I haven't written like a punk rock song in a long time, so I'm like, I'm gonna pretend that I'm 4 like 19-year-old kids, and so I've come up with names for them all, and I'm writing songs.
You're pulling a Gorillaz, because that's what the guy from I don't know, the Woohoo song went on to do.
Is it an Albion?
What was the song that he had before?
A song too.
But Blur was his group. Yeah. The guy from Blur. He invented a whole group and then told their whole story. Yeah, man.
Yeah, it's just a fun exercise. It's been a fun exercise, and I haven't really written that kind of like just like balls to the wall like punk rock stuff in a while. So it's been fun. I mean, it gets to be. Like it's an experiment, and I'm gonna, and it's I'm digging some of the stuff, some of the other stuff, like but I've been basically doing it all on Patreon. I've been like, hey, this is this week's stuff. This is the
experimental stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, this is great. So like if you're a patron, and I guess now's as good a time as any to plug patreon.com/getsetgo. Is that right?
Or I think so. Yeah, I think it is. I think
it's MikeTV.
Oh, is it?
Pro tip: you should know your Patreon.
Yeah. It's it's really funny because you can't you can't search it from the Patreon. Searching thing, yeah.
It's /getsetgo. Patreon.com/getsetgo.
Awesome. Is it Get Set Go LA?
No.
Okay.
It says just Get Set Go. Again, pro tip. Know the name of your Patreon.
Because I have so many different like little sites. I get them confused. It's ridiculous.
Sure.
But you're right.
And of course, if you want the album, you could go to bit.ly/truecrime420 YOLO Blaze, and that's not a lie. That takes you straight there.
Does it really? That's awesome.
So yeah, bit.ly/truecrime420 YOLO Blaze.
That's awesome.
Would you like to play anything from the album, or is that something I should have warned you in advance so you could remember what you wrote?
I can't. think I could probably pull off one or two of the songs, but yeah, I think I could probably pull off one of the songs from.
I don't know. You don't sound 100%.
Well, I mean, yeah, because I haven't. But yeah, I'll do it. I can pull it off. I'm certain.
Yeah, I'm giving
If I
Justin the
remember,
go-no-go on this. Command Central, dude, should he play a song?
We're
from his
already
album?
here, man. Like,
All right,
I'm
all right.
Yeah.
Say no.
All right, give it to us, man. What is it, and why should we care?
So this is it's called 3,000 Megatons of Love, and it's just I wanted to write, I just wanted to write a song that was kind of like, I was a little bit kind of groovier than I normally do. So this is effectively that tune. Okay, so is that the right? No. Here we go. A bomb, I'd be bombing everyone. If love was a hurricane, I'd fly it over everything. I know I'm packed full of love, from my head and my heels. If only love was wildfire, I'd burn all the fields. I can't put it into words, the things I think about you, darling, but these words could express it best. I'm gonna bomb you with my love, carpet bomb you with my love. I'm gonna bomb you with my love. I'm gonna explode 3,000 megatons of love. I'm gonna explode 3,000 megatons of love. If only love was a ring, I could put it round your finger. If love was a murderer, I'd certainly let it linger. I'm packed full of love, from my head to my crown. And if only love was King Kong, I'd never put you down. I can't put it into words, the way I feel about you, darling. They're the words that should express it best. I'm gonna bomb you with my love, got to bomb you with my love. I'm gonna bomb you with my love. I'm gonna explode 1,000 megatons of love. I'm gonna explode 3,000 megatons of love just for you. 3,000 megatons. I'm gonna bomb you with my love. And then she goes, and it kind of fades out. I'm gonna bomb you with my love.
Is it, you're like, this is when the radio fades out and the DJ comes in.
Yeah, and that's
That's right.
B said it sounds like jihadist propaganda.
It
Can
is.
you,
It's effectively my subversive way to let people know how desperately I hate them, and to please just stay far away.
You sure it's not ejaculate?
It is. We know. Yeah, that's what. So that's the thing. Is like.
Okay.
So yeah. So I obviously like I like to like throw. Yeah. So the double entendre is that.
I mean the single entendre.
Yeah.
Is I
Well,
think what it was.
you know.
Hey, Justin. So you teased on the phone that you had a bit of a story, and I realized that I was so desperate to draw Mike into the conversation that I completely forgot to ask about your amazing, relaxing evening last night.
Oh, yeah. I'm tired, Brian.
You and me both, buddy. You had all of Nerdtacular.
Yeah.
And what time did you leave on Sunday?
7 in the morning.
Okay. All right. So I think you were still rocking it when I called it early because I was getting up at 6, and so I was like, "Peace out, ladies."
So I went to sleep at around 1 in the morning. Woke up 7 a.m. Waking up in the morning. Got to go downstairs. Got to get fresh.
Gotta get your bowl. Yeah.
So here's the deal. We go home and I'm like, I'm kind of wallowing in like, oh shit, I don't have anything to do. I just fuck around and play Hearthstone. It's a great time. Wake up next day, Monday. Time to get back to work. no more fucking off. So I got to go into the office. I got to pack up for a thing that I have the next day. Got to go do a demo in Milpitas, and then go down to San Jose because I'm going to go see wrestling. Raw was in San Jose. Meet up with Dills, do that. To that point, at about 8 p.m., that I had to go down to what I thought was Santa Cruz, which is about an hour south. Turns out where I needed to be was not Santa Cruz. It was about an hour into the mountains from Santa Cruz.
It was Santa Fe. You had to drive all the way to New Mexico.
So fucking, I wind up turning on my GPS and having it spit back at me. You have an hour and 40 minutes on the road at night into the mountains.
And this is what time when you have this realization on Monday night?
About probably show wrapped at 8, and then I wound up fucking around with Dills for like an hour and a half. So it's like 9:30, 10, something like that.
Okay,
right?
and obviously today, I guess, is a work day, question mark?
So, glad you asked, Brian. I had to be, I was not going back home from San Jose,
Right.
a short hour from my house, because I had to go be there for a Go game that starts at 10 in the morning, right? So it's way easier for me to just spend the night down there instead of waking up crazy early and trying to fuck with traffic getting down to this place in Santa Cruz. And thus, my adventure begins.
Oh, geez.
Because I get...
So first of all, when you see on the GPS that it says you're going to go in the mountains, you're like, oh, cool story, bro. Guess I got a bit of a drive.
Yeah, well, what? 1 hour, 40 minutes? Those are numbers. I've beat you before, numbers. I'll beat you again if you talk that fucking smart mouth to me. So I just get a pin from my cohort at the Go game. I'm going to meet up with her. Now, that should have been my first fucking sign that this was going to be some bullshit, because she didn't send me an address. She sent me a pin. And then she said, hey, by the way, I'm by the fire. And I'm like,
no. So you realize like this is like some kind of camping gig or some crap?
so I'm like, all right, how about you just keep your fucking phone by you, and when I'm around, I'll call you, and you just tell me where to go as soon as I'm on the property. She's like, fine. I'm into the mountains. And all of a sudden, I realize that we are in like no cell signal mountains. Not these commercial mountains that all the kids are fucking with.
Sure.
These old-fashioned, like, fucking your old granddad's doing push-up mountains. With
Push-up mountain.
like,
Just keeps
like
getting
your
high.
grandfather's, like, fucking talking about Eisenhower and doing push-ups, like those kind of mountains.
I like Ike, 57.
Yeah, like, I remember the Enola Gay. And, you know.
It's crazy how many times
Oh,
that's happened.
it was amazing. Hitler was a dog, but we stuck it in his paw, I tell you.
Or like Kibbles and bitch. So I'm fucking driving. The next thing you know, like like I'm basically facing my death. It's just like the roads keep degrading. It goes from like a road with a stripe to a road with a fucking thing, and
Dude.
then like.
Real quick, can I time slice 10 years ago, back in a pre cell phone as GPS era? I used to take my laptop and you had to plug in a USB unit, throw the GPS on the dashboard. You had to use Microsoft Encarta, where it was in Western Carolina University, where I needed to go like 20 miles left and then 20 miles right, and meanwhile it says. Encarta's like, or not Encarta, whatever the map program was. Encarta was busy telling me about Dog Hitler with video of him and his paw. But yes, I've been in that exact situation where you see it go from 2 lanes to 1 lane to dirt road to you're in the forest.
Dude, so instead of the forest, I get to a dirt road, and it continues to trail upwards. I'm ascending, right? And like I'm trying to call my friend, no signal. I'm like, oh fucking man, I got you, AT&T, you tricksy bitch. I'm gonna go ahead and turn on my Verizon mobile internet. Ha ha! No, Verizon's fucked too. I drive up this fucking dirt road and I come to a locked gate.
No.
So I've come to a dead end with no cell signal on both major carriers.
What time is it right now?
About 12:30
Oh, jeez.
at night.
And you've got no
And this
way
is-
to reach out.
And this is last night.
This is last night.
Technically, this morning.
So you're still there. So that's what you're saying. So this is why you're like.
In fact, this is just an astral projection of me. Like this is gonna end with me saying like, if you're watching this, I'm already dead. And in fact, it is only my relationship with Brian that has allowed me to do a reasonable facsimile of a Night Attack show. So eventually, I'm just like, fuck it. I just got to backtrack, and I just got to keep an eye on one of these two things to see whether or not I get some flicker of fucking signal and I can recalibrate where the fuck I'm going.
This is amazing to me because I would think that if you're in this position, you would be scouring your notes or trying to remember like any details about where they are or how to get in or whatever. But this is the 21st century, and you're like, no, I'm not going to try to remember anything. Hell no, I ain't talking to a neighbor or asking where the party at. I'm going to drive to wherever the signal is.
Like, I'm not in residential mountain. Like, this is like, there's no road. I mean, like, I would have to walk fucking, from the road. If I found an estate, right, that I wanted to ask somebody a question at, I would have to walk at 12:30 at night, like a solid 20 minutes into their property.
Dude, looking like
treacherous though it might be,
looking like the villain,
a stand your ground law fucking society, to go like, hi, I'm a guy. I was watching wrestling, and now I want to do my job as a guy who puts on games. Hello.
I'm only in this orange jumpsuit because it's my costume for the job, and I only look like the villain from Too Many Cooks because I think it's fashionable.
Exactly. So I fucking finally go ahead and I get some flicker signal, and I figure out where I need to go. It is hard to figure out exactly where I need to be because the fucking both Apple Maps and Google Maps have an imprecise fucking idea of where this place is, and it keeps ending. It's like, you have arrived at your destination, and it's like, this is a field, you fucker, you piece of shit. And then I'm like, all right, fuck you, Apple. I'll go with Google. Google's like, oh, you have arrived at your destination. That's another field, a different field from the first one. So now I eventually figure out, I go back into the notes for the client, and I figure out the address. And so now I'm literally just like fucking going 2 miles an hour so everybody sees you fucking, Will Smith Summertime style, fucking trying to keep an eye on all the addresses as they go by. Finally find it. Roll up. There's a fire. I'm like, oh my God, it's the fire, the legendary fire.
I thought you were going to say like it was a property on fire or something.
I know. There's some fires going on right now.
So there's two dudes around it. As you might imagine, two dudes around a fire at 1:30 in the morning are the ones who have been getting wasted and high the longest. And so, boy, are they surprised when I roll up and I'm like, hi, I'm looking for a friend. They're driving an orange truck.
Oh my gosh.
He's like, I was tent. And they just point back behind them, and there, sure enough, is a tent. Roll up.
It's gotta be
at this point, it really dawns on me that I'm not going to be sleeping at a hotel tonight.
Yeah. And so first of all, I would be more concerned about whether or not it's the right orange tent.
So, yeah, and so would I. But I fucking roll up like the fucking cops on this tent and have my headlights on. And sure enough, I hear my friend Alyssa, who works at the Go Game. She's like, Justin, is that you? I'm like, yes. Yes, it is. She's like, well, where's your tent?
Oh, no! Are you kidding me?
Wah, wah, wah.
I'm like, I don't have a tent. Well, do you have a sleeping bag?
Oh my God.
No. What the fuck? What are you talking with Apple and Google Maps? You fucking, this is a field of I have nothing. This is not a hotel. This is not a bed. I don't have a fucking tent. I don't have a sleeping bag. What the fuck? She's like, oh, I told you that we were camping.
Okay, now first of all, it doesn't matter what people say. What matters is what did they send in the email? Was there an email that in like big bold caps? Because right now I can hear our producer Neshcom screaming that, you know, like just then when I asked MikeTV for the URL, Neshcom was like, it was in the doc. I spelled it out as plain as I could. It's like I would imagine that you receive multiple documents like this saying, you're going to be camping, Justin. Make sure you bring a swimsuit and a bag of feathers.
All right, look at this. This is the email. Okay. Word from Chad is we can camp on the grounds, but they don't have any space in the cabins.
Well, cabins means...
Yeah.
I would read that and think, they got something worked out and show up without anything.
Well, and also it's like, sure, like that's something we can do. Also, I don't realize that this shit is like fucking 40 minutes from civilization in every direction. Because if it was just some normal place, it'd be like, yeah, fucking, okay, yeah, you camp on the grounds. I'm going to hit a Red Roof Inn.
Right.
No, this is in isolation. That's it. And to be honest, it's probably because I'm not reading my emails appropriately, because I just fucking glaze by that and I send her back another email that's like, yeah, whatever.
Sure.
And I'm like, yeah, fucking camp on the grounds, whatever. We camp out all sorts of places. Like,
I
sometimes
get it.
it's a metaphor.
We're gonna camp in the suites. I get it. we'll bed down in the double, triple down pillow.
So Justin, can I take you back to when Brian was doing these things?
What do you mean?
Well, it was, I guess, when Matrix came out and like they would call people for advice on how to get out of a situation. Was that the Matrix?
Oh, dude, yeah, no.
Yeah.
You would we would. It's like in a days with GPS, you'd be in a situation and you would call. And you know, in the movie Matrix, they would go like, you know, operator, and he'd like, I need an exit.
That's what it is.
And so Bonnie would say hello, and the first thing I would shout would be like, I need an exit. It's like there's everything's at a standstill, and the gig's in 20 minutes. And then Bonnie would melt down, and I'd be like, I'm calling CJ. So I called CJ.
Yeah, and then when Brian's brother was often on the line, he was like, I got another.
But never once did I say, I need an exit, and by an exit I mean a home suites inn.
Yeah. But
So
I do remember when Brian got stuck because he didn't have $3 in his.
Oh shit! No,
It
that's
is
right.
thing
I actually
for-
had to
for
beg
a
for
toll.
money. I had
Yeah.
to beg for money for a toll.
I don't
And
know. It's
the guy gave me
crazy
$5.
when you're doing these
But
gigs
at
late
any
at
rate,
night.
at least I wasn't in this situation as Justin. So you realize that there's no place to sleep. You're not being in a hotel. You have no bedding. You've got what? Your clothes for the gig, and that's it.
yeah, that's it. And I realized then that indeed, Brian, I do have a sleeping bag. It's called my jacket. And I have the best tent of all, a 2007 Toyota Matrix with cushions to beat the bed. And so I crawl into my back seat and I sleep for fucking whatever the time difference is at that point until 7 o'clock in the morning. I wake up to start setting up this game.
And I guess it's not bad that you haven't bathed or anything, because I assume nobody else has, because they're all reeking of various varieties of smoke the next morning. So what does it matter?
I mean, there's a good side effect of looking like you don't give a shit about life. You know, like like no one really looks at me sideways and says like, "Oh, did you not shower? Like, what the fuck's wrong with you?" Like, it's just that's just kind of assumed.
You're like, hey man, that's all of us. Look at us. The woods are great. So anyway, so
Exactly.
no, normally you scope out and you plan stuff for the Go games. I assume all this was pre-written and you just had to run it. I
was
mean,
the assistant. I mean, and also this is and this gets into boring minutia, but like this wasn't a scavenger hunt. It was like we do another version where we do like a bunch of camp games and stuff like that.
in my imagination, it's like go by that other tree and find the Sasquatch taking a dump, and he's like,
We always make jokes for Go game clues. We'll be like if there's literally nothing around, it's hey, what's over there? Like, and then like text unverified. You can just type anything. Like that's like the ultimate go-to mission. It's like whoa, hey man, left over your shoulder. Question? Type it in.
like keep
So
looking.
that's today. I woke up today, 7 o'clock in the morning, yet again. Apparently, that's where all my fucking life's access tilts on right now. Except this time, I'm in my fucking car, scrunched up like I'm some sort of fucking party prize in an egg. Like, you know, just uncoiling eventually and living my fucking life. And I'm tired. Also, get this. Here's my day tomorrow. Wake up.
Eat some coffee.
7:30
Then
flight.
you do your exercises. You do head downs, head lifts, arm wiggles. You're having a brain aneurysm.
So I fly down to LA. I got a thing in Ontario at 3. Come right back to LAX. Fly back up to San Francisco because I have a fucking red eye to Cincinnati, Ohio tomorrow night.
Ohio!
Yeah.
Mark that off your bingo cards. By the way, why wouldn't you fly into? And as I'm saying this, I know the answer, but I'm like, why don't you fly into Ontario if your show's in Ontario? But
Because everything booked 5 seconds ago, and to fly into Ontario was like basically
money.
you go to Hipmunk and you're like SFO to Ontario Airport, and then the screen fucking melts and Beelzebub fucking
and Satan shows up, looks you
Walks
right in the
out.
eye, and goes, "Dog Hitler has a better chance than you."
No, he's just like, oh, indeed, you can fly directly to Ontario. In fact, it's on the house. It'll only cost your soul. And then fucking like flame shoots out of his dick hole, and like, you know, he's starts playing ska music.
I think I'm pretty sure one of the I think it was Ontario Airport where we shot some of the stuff for hacking the system, and then while we were shooting it was when the second season of Orange Is the New Black came out, and it was like 2 days after we recorded at Ontario Airport that I saw this one of the characters in Orange Is the New Black was a TSA agent in her previous life, and I'm like, motherfucker, I was there yesterday. That's the place. That's the thing.
So anyway, so that's where we're surviving, Brian. We're making our way in the world today. It takes everything you got.
Yeah, man. Taking a break from all your worries and tossing some nickels to Brian and Justin is all you got.
Wouldn't
That
you
definitely
like
help out quite a bit.
to give us money?
Yeah. Dude.
That's why sometimes you gotta go to patreon.com/nightattack,
Dun, 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 dun. Yeah.
where you're always glad you're on the right track.
Yeah.
Duh, duh, duh.
Sometimes there's 1,859 people like you giving us money because we're pretty cool.
Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Yeah, man. Thanks to all of our Patreons. Quick heads up: some of you guys have expired credit cards, so log into Patreon.com. Make sure your credit card's not expired, and realize that you guys throwing us nickels makes a world of difference and have changed our lives, hopefully for the betters. And in the meantime, for those of you guys that believe all 4 Horseboy slots are filled, and I think. When's the next time you got a moment for us to record some tracks?
Yeah, beep, beep, beep.
All right,
Beer, beer, beer. Hello, this is a voicemail because I don't have an answer. Please leave your question after the beep.
Hey, Justin, it's Brian. We're in the middle of doing a show.
The mailbox is currently full.
Oh my God, nothing enrages me more than it saying like, it does the whole like, leave a message, and then you start talking and she cuts you off, that fucking bitch. And she's like, the mailbox has not been set up for this customer. I'm like, fuck you!
Yeah. Or no, it's always like, it's like when it starts legitimately fucking with you and you're like, hey, Brian, it's Justin. Are you done?
Yes!
Oh, yes. Yes. Are you? Yeah.
Are you
Like,
are you
no, I'm
still
not.
there?
Are you?
The
Yeah.
fuck?
That's.
Did I yell, I'm done now, machine? No, I didn't.
Yeah, dude. That is the worst.
Yeah, because they give you the chance to like go back and listen to what. So I'll be like, hey man, it's me, and I just wanted to. Are you done? Oh, wait, did I get anything? Like, yeah, and it just drives me insane, and I have to kill people.
Yeah, and then write a song about it.
I was thinking, yeah, that's.
I murdered a man yesterday.
That's yeah.
Hey, so you know it's election season, Justin and MikeTV and Bonnie. Did you guys know?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wait,
Yeah.
It
who's
is
with
election
elected?
season. Oh shit! By the way, thank you
getting
to
elected?
everybody. I know it came up on Night Attack during Nerdtacular, but you know I got this new Kickstarter here, the Contender. It's a card game. You're gonna really like it. It's really fucking awesome. You can go to thecontender.com thecontender.us/Kickstarter, or thecontender.us is where you can get to everything. But holy shit, this thing has way overperformed where our expectations were. We're already over $31,000, and like we only have 40 of the 150 backer the collector's editions left, which is insane. So go ahead and check it out. You guys have been so fucking amazing, though. It's been crazy.
Yeah, dude. Let's real quick. I don't think we've played it on the air for this, and I think a lot of the Night Attack audience would love this. I loved your performance in this for sure. So slick, dude.
Hi, I'm Justin Robert Young,
And I'm John Teasdale.
and we make games. And this is Meg and Fawn of Guts and Glory. They're awesome designers. And together, we made The Contender, a card game that lets you and your friends compete in the most wild, over-the-top presidential-style debate in history. John, why don't you explain the rules?
Well, I'd be happy to, Justin. Now, while The Contender is a political debate game, you don't need to know anything about politics or debates in general to play. One player is selected as the first moderator. The rest draw up their hand of cards. The moderator reads a debate-style question and the round begins. Each player constructs the best argument they can from their hand, either playing one card at a time or stringing together a few good cards to play all at once.
Ooh, look at Smarty Pants over here. If we deregulate women, then everyone can have women. USA! USA! USA!
At the end of the round, the moderator selects who presented the best argument. The winner gets the point and becomes moderator for the next round. We'd also love to see what house rules you come up with on your own.
I'm glad you brought them up, John, because this is where they come in. We believe in The Contender, and through our playtest, it's clear America agrees with us. All of our goals are about getting this game in your hands with as many cards as possible. And also, we have amazing expansions lined up. One will allow us to make new cards based on real quotes from real candidates running in the 2016 election.
Now, as for risks, there are none. All four of us have successfully completed Kickstarter campaigns in the past, and the game itself is done. All we have to do is figure out how many to print.
Please consider supporting this campaign. This is not just a game America wants, it's a game America needs. And when we stand together, we can all be America's tomorrows today.
by the United Chapter of the Institute for Friends of the Committee to promote awareness of the American Political Progress Association Foundation of America with help from viewers like you.
I'm the contender, and I approve this message.
Dude, so good, man. You freaking slayed it and killed it and then buried the body in the desert. Then you dug up the body later and fucked the corpse, man. That was amazing.
Dude, that I'm going to say that verbatim, dude, to Guts and Glory. They're the people who really put this together. They are the secret sauce in all of that is awesome. Them and John, of course, are the actual talent.
By the way, for those, we should point out that John Teasdale is, of course, the Night Attack Knight who might attack Night Attack.
He certainly has been known.
Yeah.
Very cool.
But yeah, so go ahead and check it out. And also, people in the chat room were asking, because initially we had a problem with shipping internationally. No more, motherfuckers. We figured out our international shipping problem, so go ahead and check it out. Head on over there, thecontender.us/Kickstarter. And here's the one thing that Diamond Club definitely can do right now. We are going to release 5 Donald Trump cards to every single deck if we get over 1,000 Twitter followers at Contender Game.
Oh, dude. Yeah, no, all right.
So we're at 500 and change right now. If we get up, twitter.com/contendergame is where the Twitter is. But yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Yeah, we're at 517 now. If we can get over 1,000, that means everybody is going to go ahead and get a what's it called?
I love the fact that your whole marketing campaign is to harass all of the candidates. Like,
yeah.
Hey, Governor Perry, have some time Thursday, play the game.
Yeah, I really like harassing people who are running for president. It's great.
I think my favorite part of the whole thing is United States spelled Y-O-U.
United States, yeah.
I'm just like, some real candidate is gonna
borrow that?
Is totally stealing
and then they're
that.
gonna steal it.
They're like, I'm so hip. I'm calling it United States.
United States.
Yeah.
So get this.
So
also, I've already begun mortgaging my dignity, which is kind of my go-to move in life. Guts and Glory, we're so excited by Megan Fawn at Guts and Glory. We're so excited by how well it did that they went out and got like day drunk the day after we released, and we're like, hey, if you don't respond to me in 5 minutes, I'm going to tweet out that if we hit 25,000 by the weekend, you have to do a naked cartwheel.
And you, of course, being in the middle of Nerdtacular, were like, cool story, bro.
Yeah. And so they did, and so we did, and so now I got to do, technically it was after midnight, but I'm going to honor it, but with a cocksock. So keep an eye out. I'm going to do a cocksock cartwheel for America.
So, in the spirit of the contender, Mike, we were talking earlier, and we think that what we need to do is have a unified platform, something that brings all of the Night Attack community together. A set of standard questions that we would just like honest answers from our candidates. We don't care if they're Democrat or Republican or whatever the loser third parties are. We just want an honest answer. And and we should have a bill of rights for us to know. That's what we're going to call it, right? A bill of rights of to know the following questions. And the first question we expect every presidential candidate to answer us is, what if Hitler was a dog? I think that's a good start, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, listen, there's no right or wrong answers. We just literally want a answer. Any answer.
So the question is, where do we build on from there? I know you said, what if Pol Pot was a cat, but I don't want to get cut.
And then do you have to keep the animal theme going?
I don't want to do a theme.
What if
here was another one?
What animal would you be if you had to be an animal? President contender. What animal would you be and why?
By the way, that's the full phrasing of it. You have to say, what animal, president contender, what animal would you be and why? You have to say it 3 times.
I feel like also my other question was, can you draw me a giraffe?
Yeah, please. Just draw. And if they don't, then it's just like, Why won't he draw a giraffe? What does Rand Paul have against giraffes?
Exactly. Scandal rocking the campaign as Rand Paul continues to yet another day draw this man a giraffe.
Within the voting, within the giraffe voting community, Rand Paul's numbers have plummeted.
All right, we go now to Justin Robert Young, who says,
Giraffe Gate continues as Rand refuses my drawing challenge.
America held in the zoo pen for 28 days and counting. 28 days later. What about, may I propose question number 4? Sup, bro?
Yeah. Sup.
Sup, bro?
Now, you want to go sup or sup, bro?
Sup, bro. It's got to be sup, bro. Sup, bro.
Sup, bro. All right, well,
actually,
here, somebody
you know
keeping
what?
track of these?
Hold
All
on.
right, so we have 1, what if Hitler was a dog? Starting strong,
Yeah.
right? 2, sir, if you were an animal, sir, would you be
Mr.
an animal?
Contender.
Sir, if you were an animal, what would you be?
Yes.
All right, that's the second one. Third one, can you draw me a giraffe?
Right. Number 4.
Sup, bro?
Sup, bro? Bonnie, what do you want your president to have answered before he takes the clutches of America and runs her into the ground?
Oh my gosh.
It could be anything.
It's a great one. Oh my gosh! Question mark.
Does this dress make me look fat?
That's
You know what's great about that is it works whether it's a guy or a girl asking. Because if it's a guy, he's clearly fucking with him. But if it's a girl wearing a dress, then yeah. All right.
Yeah, okay.
It's amazing.
All right, listen, we're trying to go ahead there in the chat room. This
hold
is
on.
because
Actually,
Brian, you had
I've got
the
another
best
one.
name for this.
I've got another one. It's Mr. President. I mean, you got to call Mr. President even though he's not.
Sure, it's fine, man.
And then you say, China. Am I right?
Is that a question?
No, all right, here, Brian. If I can, and we want to keep these open and honest,
Sure.
right? But I'm gonna see if I can maybe tweak it a little bit. It's China. Am I right? Like 14 eyes.
You know what? Maybe you should. Okay, what if we scrap all this and instead you just start singing "I'm Turning Japanese" as long as you can get before Secret Service grabs you?
No.
No?
All right. Well, here. What else? If you were at a bar. Yeah. And that one's not even a question. That's a ... We're starting a story, maybe a joke, a free-form poem.
Actually,
a
you know
battle
what?
rap.
Let's dial it back to something concrete. Let's just ask, and I would be sincerely interested. To where what you do is you ask, Mr. Candidate, what is your favorite dinosaur and why? And then wait 2 words into it and be like, yeah, whatever, and then just walk away.
All right, wait here. What if it was, what's your favorite dinosaur and why? And if it were to have one weapon, what would you put on?
I like that one.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
It's the answer is very obviously Stegosaurus with a bayonet.
And of course, that's the only candidate that we will support. That we will throw our support behind that candidate. Who
Well,
says
I mean, that's what
Stegosaurus.
if I were running for president, I would do that. In fact, there wouldn't be many speeches I would make that wouldn't at some point devolve into me talking about how Stegosauruses with bayonets would solve our problems.
Dude, I gotta tell you, I'm more of an ankylosaur kind of guy. Ankylosaur.
Oh shit! But what's your weapon, bro?
Sarin gas.
Oh yeah, that's
Like a gas
effective.
canister, or
Yeah,
it's like
yeah.
it's a bomb. Like you pump the ankylosaurus with
No,
sarin
it's
gas.
like he's got the problem is he just fumbles at the canister and can't pull the pin, and then he runs away, whipping his ball butt at you.
Oh my god, dude! Fucking Juan Yam says a T-Rex with dual wielding Uzis. Just imagine his tiny little arms. He's just like, in hell, motherfuckers!
That sounds like a new T-shirt design.
Okay, we need something that people can actually get away with asking. Give us a relatively serious one, Mike.
Like an
Number
actual,
one, dinosaurs with weapons is fucking going on.
No, that's it. That's it. It's 100% in.
a serious question.
It doesn't have to be serious, but it has to be concrete. Give us a concrete one. Yeah.
Curses.
Curses.
It's rat.
Bollocks.
Yeah, that's why? Yeah, why the South?
And I'll tell you what, you qualify it. You're like, lady, Mr. President, to be given recent events and your previous comments, why the South?
Yeah.
And then just whatever they say. That's good enough for me. I'm in. I would ask whether or not, is it true that you have never, not even once, slept in a 2007 Toyota Matrix? I just want to get it out in the open.
How about, what if you just ask every candidate, do you sleep on your belly?
Bonnie?
I think, who would you cosplay as?
Okay. So I feel like you got to box them in a little bit, right?
Okay.
Yeah. We're trying to entrap these people.
Right.
So let's
Yeah.
What?
You say.
So you would say, what kind of furry would you? I don't know.
Oh, dude.
Like imply.
Okay. So okay. Then the opening to your question has to be, Mr. Candidate. The evil genie has come and kidnapped your family. You cannot.
They're like, and then you're immediately tackled by Secret Service.
Secret Service.
And they send out a pterodactyl with Uzis.
No. You say,
shit, a pterodactyl with Uzis is even better.
Yeah, I mean pterodactyl
Because it can
for the
fly, and it's got it's like death from above.
Dude, yeah.
No, pterodactyl Uzi just needs like a match and a bag of gasoline and just like whoop, rain napalm from above.
Napalm, yeah.
So, okay, what dinosaur would be would it be a T-Rex with Uzis? Like, if you had to give Uzis to a dinosaur?
Well, first of all,
that's
like
pretty funny
okay, no,
with
real quick. All right,
little arms and Uzis.
I mean, the whole thing with the Raptors is that there are more of them than a single T-Rex. T-Rex is always on a team by itself, which is bullshit. Because why can't there be a team of T-Rexes if you got a team of Raptors? What are you gonna have? 8,000 little compies coming around? You know, whatever. Just forget about that. It's not cool. T-Rex. I want to say it's no longer called a brontosaurus. What do they call it now? It's not a diplodocus?
A diplodocus?
Well, we called it the diplodouble-dongdocus in that one. I would say him with biological pathogens on his tail, just spinning around in a circle.
Oh, like a Russian
whipping
spy.
it around.
Like, yeah.
Wait, hold on. What's
What?
this Russian
Yeah,
spy that I missed?
How did that work?
No, remember that time like Russia poisoned that fucking head of state? This had to be in like 2000
with its it inject like with a goddamn an umbrella and it put in that freaking Yashenkov or something.
It was I was gonna say Yashenko. Is it Kyrgyzstan that he was the premier of?
I don't know, man. I'm afraid. Like, what does it say about Russia that like I'm literally afraid to talk about this news story for fear that that Putin is hanging out on his computer.
Watching Night Attack.
He's kissing his Super Bowl ring that he stole.
You know what he's doing? You know what he's doing? He's actually answering these questions as he hears them. He's like, I don't know what animal I'd be. I don't.
He's like,
it is obviously Brontosaurus with rat. Oh, Schwartz said it. Oh, he's got to get the chat room. Oh, YOLO swag, Putin. LOL, Bri. You the best. 4 S's.
Yeah, dude. I don't know. I'm scared. It probably didn't help that I read Spam Nation is amazing. It's a real life account of dealing with Russians and crazy stuff. So there's that. And it got not funny.
But is that book actually about spam, or is it?
Well, it's about the corrupt criminal enterprises that trade in like spam empires. Like,
sure,
it turns out it's all like seriously hardcore crime syndicates.
Really?
What they do is they infect you with spam so that they so that you will go to visit websites that get them advertising money that they don't deserve for things. It's all click whatever.
That's nice.
All right, so I feel like we need one more just to
So
bring this. And
pterodactyl
again, I
with
think
the
this is the Bill of
clickbait.
Rights to Know.
Okay.
That Brian named. So here we go. The Bill of Rights to Know. Let's bring it home. A questionnaire that everybody running for president needs to answer.
I've got one that might be
Okay,
plausible.
we'll consider
but
it.
it really kind of depends on delivery too, because it's got to be where's the beef.
But you have to do that.
Yeah.
Clutch.
Like, yes.
Where is the beef? And
know,
you have to
that
say it
is
with a
a-
vaguely pirate accent.
Yes.
That is
And then-
a hot topic with nutrition and being a very important discussion.
That's a
these
good
days.
opening for it.
Yeah.
I actually like Waffleophagus's offering. He says, given the state of Greece and how it's destabilizing the European Union, do you consider the Olive Garden to be, quote, authentic Italian food?
That's awesome.
Oh my gosh.
Dude, if I actually ever interviewed a president, I would grill them about the price hike of soup salad and breadsticks at the Olive Garden. That shit used to be like $3, and now it's like the price of an entree. Price gouging much? Excuse me, Mr. Garden, but this is no longer the fucking America that I once knew.
Do you know who would? Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Oh, no, I was gonna say, wouldn't it be Miss Garden? Because isn't her name Olive?
Mrs.
I've known more male olives than female olives.
Oh, really? I
That's
had
true.
no idea. That's crazy.
Hey, you know who would definitely answer any of our questions are the fine, upstanding, honest American citizens. Can't speak for the foreign ones who work. Actually, hold on. Reset. 5. 3.
Don't make me get the mask, man.
Hey, Justin.
Hey, Brian.
When
Continuing a normal conversation. Da-da.
When you wanted to promote the Contender, did you make yourself a website? We did. All right, hold on. Reset.
Right.
Reset.
Yeah, here we- yeah, okay.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Got it. Hey, Justin.
Hi, Brian.
Can you? Are you gonna make a website for the Contender?
What the fuck? No. Can we start over?
All right, 5, 4.
We made a website. We didn't use the service. 5.
Why not? Did you forget the promo code?
All right, hold on.
Shut up. I can't get through this.
I can't remember the promo
okay,
code.
all right.
All right, well,
Deal that's out
All
there.
right, here we go. Justin Robert Young, Brian Brushwood, Night Attack News. Do you care to comment on claims that you made a website in a dumb, stupid way when you could have made it fast, easier, and more reliable had you used it with our friends over at Squarespace?
I hope you forgot the fucking name.
Do you care to comment on the fact that despite the fact that Squarespace is fast, easy, and reliable, that you can make good-looking websites, whether you know HTML or CSS or not, the fact that they have distributed network hosting so that your website would have stayed up and fully erect in the deluge of money that was thrown at you from Kickstarter. Do you care to comment, sir?
No comment.
No comment. Oh, I'm sorry. Do you not want to comment about the fact that it's an affordable price that anybody can go right now for a free 2-week trial to squarespace.com, and when they do sign up, they can use promo code NAP, which some people might think stands for Night Attack Podcast, but in fact stands for take a dirt nap on your fucking candidacy, motherfucker. Do you want a candidate comment?
No.
All right. Well, then,
And what kind of animal would you be?
Yeah, seriously. What kind of dinosaur and what kind of weapon?
Yeah.
I would be a no comment.
Mr. President-to-be, don't forget that you can use their domain transfer service. It's not too late for the contender to go to a better internet.
That's absolutely true. I've seen the light. Squarespace is the light. The true light of God shines from Squarespace. Squarespace.com is the last word of the Prophet Joe.
The Prophet. Yeah, right on, man. Hey,
I went well.
Nailed it. I'm sorry. I'm trying not to read the chat room right now. Let's chit chat with Mike TV. Mike TV, how's everything going for you, bud?
Great. Yeah, no, things are awesome. Yeah, creatively things have been spectacular. I mean, really moving to Austin was a great.
Can we talk about the fact that it's literally the year 2015 and we're halfway through the year, and you were saying you had 6 albums that you recorded?
Well, since August of last year. So it's like I arrived in May and kind of got up and running. Or arrived in June, really.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've put out. I've put out 4 full-length records, and I've got 2 waiting in the wings.
Okay, what is with this compulsion to create so much content?
Yeah, I have, because it's the only. Well, I love doing it. That's the thing. It's just fun, you know. Like the thing is that like, and I know they have value. I mean, the thing is that like.
By the way, there's literally nothing you said in the last 4 sentences that doesn't apply to jerking off.
Yes.
I love it.
Yeah.
I know there's value and it's fun.
Yeah. And I can clean it up with a rag when I'm done, which is awesome. You know?
Once I make an album, man, I'm just spent. It's like I just want to take a nap afterwards. Fair enough. No. But like, man, I hope it's not. By the way, people are already sending in photos of China. Am I right?
I feel like there might need to be a wink at the end.
Winky face is how you speak it when you're at a press conference.
So, dude, you've done so much awesome music, and you continue to do it. Everybody needs to support you. That's awesome.
Yes, that's
I have
the
no
one
follow up. I just want to say you're
well,
great.
okay, now
there are 7 billion people on the planet Earth. I've managed to convince 103, so I have a little bit of a ways to go. But I think I should hit it by maybe Wednesday next week.
I'm no wizard of math.
Do you play live shows around Austin?
You know what? Actually, Katie, my girlfriend, and I, we put together a new band, a new unit, just so we could play live shows. The band's called Say It With a Bullet. Actually, there's a on the Bandcamp page. There's a little link to we just put out a little single. I mean, it's just to kind of like turn people on to the music. But yeah, so we're recording a record, and we've got like full band members, and we're working on the set right now, and so we'll probably be playing live shows in September.
Okay, has it gotten weird yet? Because it always gets weird.
With the girlfriend and
yeah, I mean, having a relationship and being in the band.
Well, it's actually been kind of. It's been kind of. I mean, for my entire life, I've wanted to date somebody that was also an artist, you know, and so it happens that she's also a musician. That's great, you know. Like it's been. I mean, I'm certain if we start, if people start paying attention and there's money involved, it'll probably get a little weird, you know, because.
But now is that part of why you feel like it's safe? Is because you know it's like just a local jam thing?
It's just right now it's literally just for having a good time, you know. So we got some people together. We've got like people that really haven't been in bands, like and so they're not. Or there's one guy, our drummer has been in lots of bands, but the other people in the band haven't really done the roles they're doing right now, and so for them it's just fun and it's awesome, you know.
Well, and so what's it like to be the most experienced member of the band and having
is actually that's really funny because the thing is like I always like to have band members that are better than that I know are demonstrably better than I am, so I can be the weakest link, and so I'm like, I guess that's not going to be. I mean, no. The thing is, like, and they're all awesome. I mean, they really are. And the great thing is they put in a ton of work. But but yeah, it is kind of weird to like be like, oh yeah, I'm the guy that is the go-to for. Well, this is like. Let's record this song, and this is how we do it, and let's add a turn here, and this part's not working.
Does it get weird when you get to the point like, this is the part where we all fight, and then I need you two to have sex so I can be mad at you, and then I want you guys to split off and make another band.
Yeah, I haven't had a chance to do that yet. I'm still working on the Svengaliing them. At some point in time, I'll be puppet master, and
that's awesome. So where can people see you live when you start playing live?
Well, it's gonna be all. We've been offered a show at the Sahara, which is like on the east side of Austin, and I don't think
that's the hip side.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, it is. And this is like the Mr. T's kind of like, it's like the grungy kind of grimy, cool indie venue in Austin. Like at least that's what all of Katie's musician friends are saying. Like they're like, yeah, we love the Sahara.
Okay.
Nice. And so you're gonna be playing at the Sahara at some point, maybe.
Yeah. Well, that'll probably be. Yeah. Like I'm gonna try to do what I did at Mr. T's and beyond in Los Angeles. I'd like to find a place that we can just do a regular weekly show and bring our friends in, and and so that'll probably do once we get the band.
So what's it
swinging.
like moving from one music scene that you utterly dominated at one point
Yeah.
to another music scene where you need to explain to everyone how there used to be this other music scene where you utterly dominated?
Yeah. No, yeah, and it's really funny. There was a point in time when I just out of pride, I'm like, oh, let me tell you about. But now I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. It literally didn't happen in the eyes of their, like, we're gonna have to do it again. We'll restart it and we'll get it up and running, and we'll it's pretty interesting. It's because it is one of those things that if you have talented people and you put in the work, it happens. So we're gonna find other great bands. We're gonna galvanize them together and take over the world.
Do you
again.
feel would it be weird for your current new band, considering that one of them is your girlfriend, to also be in another band, or would that be weird?
The thing is, like, because I think now that I've been doing this long enough, I kind of see that, like, if you're a full-time musician, you can't really just do one thing. I mean, maybe if you make millions of dollars, yes, but
everything you're saying has to do with like being just a badass in bed. Just keep saying when you're a professional stud.
Yeah. Oh, I see. Yeah.
You can't just do just one thing.
Is this actually something that's going on in chat that?
Well, no.
Okay,
I'm sorry. I'm chatting with Justin because we had a video hiccup, and so I was restarting some stuff.
Okay.
Justin currently is seeing a delayed version of all this. I wasn't messing with you when I was typing.
Oh yeah. That's.
I was messing with you when I was trying to make some sexual. Metaphors.
Are you hitting on me like you did Tom Merritt in the bathroom?
Yeah.
Oh shit!
God damn it.
No, but it's it's like the Svengaliing thing. There's gonna be time for that.
Okay.
I'm right now. We're doing the slow burn. Gonna ramp him up. I'm gonna get him, lull him into complacency, and then bash him over the head with my penis, with my Titanic whale cock.
The best way to bash heads.
TV's Egon shouts, "Oh shit!" Literally. Damn it, man. I'll tell you what. Justin, you want to take a moment and we could do a little diamond time here?
Sure, everybody. Diamond Time is where you get to shout out your projects right here on the program. Go ahead on over to diamondclub.reddit.com, the ever-thriving and amazing subreddit that is there for all of your Diamond Club needs. Brian, do you want to start the first one? And I'm gonna
Yes, sir. The first one comes from Yabs, who says, "I'm back again to shill for another cool project done by a close friend of mine. Magic Arms is a non-profit that brings 3D printed exoskeletons to children with arm muscle disabilities."
Wow.
Let me read that sentence
my
again.
gosh.
Magic Arms is a non-profit that brings 3D printed exoskeletons to children with arm muscle disabilities, including spinal muscular atrophy, muscular dystrophy, and brachial plexus industry. I didn't know that industry was a malady. In the last year, they've helped over 100 children with their 3D printed orthotics and are looking to expand their manufacturing capabilities and help children across the U.S. They've started an Indiegogo campaign to create 5 regional care centers across the U.S. to increase their inventory and improve their national coverage. In addition to creating care centers, donations will help assist children who lack the ability to pay for the cost of the orthotic. They also have plans to redesign the orthotic to rescue cost and improve function. Their Indiegogo campaign is at bit.ly/fund magic arms. And I'm sorry, this sounds so good that I need to actually verify that it's real. Like, I feel like if somebody was messing with us.
In 2012, I created a video for Stratasys. It was about a little girl born with a rare condition that prevents her from lifting her arms. Researchers created a 3D printed device that helps her move her arms so she can learn, she can play, she can hug her mom. She called the device her Magic Arms. The world was fascinated with this incredible little girl and her 3D printed orthotic that had dramatically changed her life.
Holy cow. All right.
Wow.
Now comes the pitch.
Dude, yeah, that's heavy, Doc.
Wow. Wow.
And you know, the thing is with children that grow, that's a continual need too. Like every couple of years, they're going to have to go in for adjusting and reprinting and everything. So.
Dude, that's amazing. Justin,
so that's a good thing to.
That's
awesome.
Yeah, dude, that's bit.ly/fund magic arms is where you want to go.
Oh my God! All right, well here we go, and that's so great. Pretend that this is definitely not a thing that has to follow that because that was amazing. Because this is really, really rad too, and it deserves a fresh take. Have you ever wanted a way to show your love of Diamond Club and consume your beverage of choice at the same time? Well, now you can. Gates of Imagination has created handcrafted custom leather flasks proudly displaying the Diamond Club logo. They are available in 8 and 12 ounce sizes and sell for $59 and $49 respectively. Get whichever size you like. There's no judgment here except for that guy that doesn't want to show his love for Diamond Club. Screw that guy. Each one is made by me, not me, but like the guy who's writing this, just for you. Go to tinyurl. Oh no.
What? tinyurl.com/ Oh wait, no, DC12 flask.
That's
Oh wait,
yeah.
DC8 flask or DC12 flask. Hooray!
What was the?
Oh, he almost made the faux pas of using the automatic shortener. That's a pain in the ass for us to read over the
I see,
air.
I see,
yeah.
I see, yeah,
Otherwise,
I
he
see,
would have
I
gotten
see.
the 420 YOLO
Yeah.
Blaze treatment. Yeah.
I see.
So there we go. Go ahead and check it out. And by the way, these were all over Nerdtacular, and it was fucking awesome.
Dude, and by the way, he did present us with, and I wish I had thought to bring mine up ahead of time. You don't happen to have yours nearby, do you?
Yeah, here, 2 seconds.
Okay,
I've been drinking
he
from
actually, he presented them to us as special gifts, a customized Schwood and Jury one.
Awesome.
These things are amazing, and it was amazing because he showed us the Diamond Club logo, and he's like, hey, man, can we work out a deal where I could sell these? And I brought over Justin, and I said, yes, the deal is you keep all of the money, and please keep making them.
Right on.
And
Right on.
all agreed, yes, and then we voted, and then a T-Rex with Uzis came out. It was amazing.
No,
Yeah.
curse that T-Rex.
Yeah, dude, look at that.
Oh, that's amazing.
He makes
Wow.
such good work, dude.
Wow, that's amazing. With the mod, that is amazing.
Yeah. And he also like is so self-deprecating, like, oh, you know, I'm just, I don't know, just making these completely awesome handcrafted things on the side with my spare time. Ooh, who am I?
Yeah. Insane leather work, man. Like this guy is fucking way pro. And it was awesome to hang out with him. So go ahead and check it out. That is tinyurl/DC8 flask, and that's 8 the number 8, or DC12 as in 1-2 flask.
Yeah, dude, they look freaking great. Also, what's great is Mavase, who says, what's up, beautiful Diamond Club people? I finally convinced my wife to join me in the wonderfully egotistical and self-loving world of podcasting. A farm girl fell in love with a prep city boy, and they made a podcast. We recently released the first episode of the Suit and Scrubs podcast. If you like hearing hearing comedy-styled stories of a couple grinding out the first 6 months of marriage, Sounds sexier than I think it was meant to.
Shit, yeah.
Come on over to bit.ly/
goodness.
suit and scrubs, or simply look up suit. He wrote suit in scrubs, but I think he means suit and scrubs. Just about anywhere you listen to podcasts. Heck yeah, man. We all love peeping on other people's junk. That's why I look at MikeTV's junk all the time.
If you would like to have your project shouted out right here on the show, man, you ain't got to fucking holler about it. Head on over to the Reddit, diamondclub.reddit.com. Be there any old day of the week, and there's going to be something you're going to enjoy. But shout it out there at the sticky post at the top of the page. Every Tuesday, we read it off right here on the show.
Heck yeah. Speaking of which, let's take a dive in and check out the Movie Draft
Welcome to your Movie Draft Minute presented by CosmicRadio.tv for the week of August 3rd, 2015. I'm your host, Roberto Villegas. One more week remains until all movies have been released. Who's on top right now? Let's go find out. Team DTNS is in 6th place with Vacation bringing in $21.1 million a week, and Mission Impossible Rogue Nation bringing in $56 million a week, bringing their total to $453.8 million. Team Frog Pants is in 5th place with Pixels bringing in $45.6 million a week, bringing their total to $548.7 million. Team Night Attack is in 4th place with $557.3 million. Team GFQ is in 3rd place with Paper Towels bringing in $23.8 million, bringing their total to $583.1 million. Team Amtracker is in 2nd place with $617.9 million. And in 1st place with $956.3 million, it's Team Cord Killers. And that is your Movie Draft Minute for the week of August 3rd, 2015.
So, real quick, Justin, some people pointed out that, and we've been arguing about like the future of the movie draft on Cord Killers for weeks and weeks, but somebody pointed out that Team Cord Killers, Malongo and Christy Cates, has a movie this summer, a single movie that did better than every other complete roster. Jurassic World alone defeats everyone beneath them in the draft.
Wow.
It defeats Amtrekker's slate of Avengers, Insidious, and Spy. It defeats GFQ. It defeats all of our slate. I mean, of course, that's not saying a lot with our slate. But so the threat of Star Wars is a very real thing, and we asked people to send in suggestions of what we should do for the winter draft, that it has to be a universally scalable decision on how we play the game. It can't be a special rule we make just because Star Wars is going to make all the money on the planet. It's got to be something that is a universal rule, because for the first time, we're encountering a pretty much universally regarded fact that there is a movie, Star Wars, that is worth more than $100. So what do?
Yeah.
And we got a bunch of goofy ideas. Some people said, nobody, take it out of the game. Nobody gets Star Wars. And then other people said, give everyone Star Wars. And then everyone just buys games.
If we deregulate Star Wars, then everyone can have Star Wars.
Exactly. And then somebody started, 2 or 3 people started suggesting, I think the best one, which is when you get to 100 and you get a second person who goes to 100, you enter a new round of bidding where it's now $100 is the price, but then you continue to bid up. But the way you keep bidding up is by what percentage of the gross you will accept for that $100. So let's go up to 100. You say 100, and then I say 100, and then you say 100 for 95% of the gross. And then I say 100 for 91% of the gross. And then you say 100 for 83% of the gross. And then I say 100 for 82% of the gross. And then you chicken out, and then I get it for 100. But I only get in cash 82% of the gross. So we get to keep bidding down, and we get to kind of a fair market price for it. What do you think of that?
In general, for the games, if we're going to have something that's going to do gigantic money, I would like to kind of have that be a part of the game. I wouldn't want to take away the like as much money as it's gonna make. I would almost rather just split it into 2.
I mean, I would be fine with that. I actually was an original proponent or one of the early adopters of, I like the idea of breaking it off. Once two people call it 100, you break off opening weekend from the rest, and you make it two individual things. Tom was very against it, to put it mildly. And so,
Brian,
yeah,
you've never played a fantasy league aside from this, right? Like a sports fantasy league.
I mean, I've dabbled, sure.
Dabbled a little bit.
Yeah.
Like this is fucking like now we have enough of a maturity to this. Like we are just like falling into all the fucking ruts of like, well, now we need quorum and now we need, to figure it out. It's adorbs. We're gonna figure out something to do with it. I mean, like, we'll see. I'm with you though. I would rather split it in some interesting way. Than figure out percentages.
Where are you at on flipping out, instead of going chronological order of releases, instead going numbers out of a hat? I kind of like that, because if you want to play in the Star Wars $100 Rumble, then all of a sudden you have to choose, and there might be one fucker who's over there grabbing $100 million movies for $1 a pop, as because everyone else is holding out to participate in the Star Wars showdown.
No. I'm all for not knowing when Star Wars comes out. I think that helps the game a lot. I think it'll be rad. I'm totally against taking it out though. Like, what's the fucking point of doing a goddamn movie draft if we can't bid on Star Wars?
Agreed. I don't want to live in that universe. Okay, real quick, plugs. We talked about the Contender a little bit. Mike, one more time. Do you know your own website?
I do. So there's Patreon. If you want to be involved in the stuff I create on a weekly basis, because I usually do generate between 3 to 5 songs a week. Then you can actually support me on Patreon. And that is, Patreon.com/GetSetGo.
And by the way, I don't mean, I hope this doesn't sound like I'm calling you out, but Neshcom brought to my attention an extremely impassioned, heartfelt post that you put on Facebook. Where you sort of pressed the no dicking around, guys. If you care, it's time for you to join the subscriber base, because it's hard, because I was a god in LA and I moved to Austin where I'm less of a god.
Well, it's not. I mean, it's not even. It's just that like my whole business model was on licensing songs. I didn't decide that. I just Grey's Anatomy kept licensing songs over and over and over again, and I'm like, this is great money. I can do this for a living.
Right.
Now fast forward 15 years, and now I'm vested. This is what I do with my life.
Right.
I'm a musician. I write songs. That's what I do. But those royalties are diminishing. I don't really have the same kind of relationship with those guys as I do.
You had a baseline, and you need to establish a new baseline, or else you will be working the fast food line.
Or the thing is that like I think what will just happen is I will eat even less than I do now, and I'll eventually just fade away.
When all of a sudden MikeTV skeleton shows up to perform for us, we'll know we're in trouble.
Like, oh yeah, and so I'm really am like, so I recognize that, people only have a finite amount of money to spend. They get to apportion that out wherever, like, so I try to make things as easy and as low impact on everybody as possible. But the thing is that means that I very rarely go, hey guys, I'm starving.
No, seriously,
I can't pay my bills.
You pressed the no comma seriously button, and then that was the end of it. And by the way, so there's 2 ways you can support MikeTV. Of course, is patreon.com/GetSetGo. And in your new album, one more time, what are the keywords to search for?
True Crime Television. It's on Bandcamp. Just search Get Set Go. Bandcamp Get Set Go, and it should pop up. It's the first thing that pops up.
And it is a pay what you want album.
Yeah. And the thing is that like all of this stuff. In fact, I'm even offering like people the Patreon. Like the thing is that when I release a record, I know it has value and that's great. But the thing is I much prefer if someone wants to hear my music and they can't afford it. Like fuck it, I'll give it to you. The thing is like because just pick up a record when you can down the road. So I actually have, for my Patreon people, I actually make my entire collection available if you want it for free.
Well, and so things like as you mentioned before, some of the experimental stuff that you don't intend to officially release.
Yeah. And then,
hey, real quick, one last question: how was it watching? Because you watched the live show.
Oh yeah, that was awesome.
Where we started doing the lullaby.
Awesome.
And everybody started singing along.
Yeah. That was it was amazing. Yeah, it really was. Yeah, that's it's really funny because sitting in my room writing music, and then really the only way I access people is a little bit on Twitter, barely on Twitter and Facebook. I don't. So I kind of lose sight of the fact that there are people that actually dig the music, and you're like I occasionally hear from someone will respond and be like, hey Mike, I really like your stuff, but. So it's just awesome when I get something like that where I'm like, oh yeah, oh that's great. Like it's, yeah, like people, people
I get
do
that.
dig it.
That's so crazy because like you just saying that the lullaby has become such a community part of the show.
Yeah.
That for a second you're like it almost was hard to connect that like this was your song. Like you sat down and wrote a song.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. No, yeah, and it is like that kind of thing, and it's for me that it is the reason why I do this. Like the thing is I love writing songs. I love writing songs for myself, but the thing is the reason why I give them out to people is for moments like that where I'm like, oh, this is awesome.
Well, I mean, could we indulge you to regale us with the Night Attack lullaby? Take us out.
I can do that for you.
Again, one more time, follow Contender Game on Twitter, and everybody gets free trump cards. And I'll be live with John Teasdale on Thursday, watching not one, but both of the Republican presidential debates, coming up with brand new cards for the game. So check it out on diamondclub.tv.
Real quick, I have an emergency last-minute addition to Diamond Time. California Carl, we got to hang out with at Nerdtacular, points out, he says, hey, assholes, stop jerking off in front of the computer. I've got something important for all the tongueless triathletes that are listening to this episode on audio because they're too fucking awesome to stand still. Hey, awesome assholes. You probably already knew that the live audio currently boning your ear holes is being provided to you by Alpha Geek Radio. You also probably knew that Brian isn't paying a single libertarian fleck of gold dust for his invaluable service. What you probably did not know is that Alpha Geek is raising money to make their servers even more awesome. It's so awesome, Justin is not going to take off his shirt, partially because he already did that, and partially because it's just creepy. That's how fucking awesome the new AGR is going to be. It's going to be infinitely more awesome than a not shirtless Justin Robert Young. Can you even imagine that level of awesomeness? No, you cannot. But how could this have been? Shut up! I'm going to tell you how this fucking could have been done. It could have been fucking done by Indiegogo. What's an Indiegogo? It doesn't matter. All that matters is that you need to go there and give them all of your money. But Carl, I'm a libertarian and I don't believe in fiat currency. Ew, you're special. But guess what? I have a solution for you too. All you need to do is take your gold dust, put it into a little clear plastic bag, and then skip down the street to the bank while singing, "This is not cocaine. This is not golden cocaine." Now that you know what to do, now you need to know where to go. Go to bit.ly/fucking audio fucking awesome 420 YOLO swag. You got that? It's bit.ly/fucking audio fucking awesome 420 YOLO swag. Go there right fucking now. Shades. Yes!
That's
Hold on, I
awesome.
gotta find, there it is. Oh my God. Oh, it's not playing, but I'm standing belly clapping. Here we go. Oh my God. Carl also says you could go to bit.ly/AGR upgrade. Although I like fucking audio fucking awesome 420 YOLO swag.
Oh my God, California Carl, man, he is a true treasure. It was great hanging out with him at Nerdtacular. Also, again, dude, Todd, who puts on Alpha Geek Radio, out of the fucking goodness of his heart, he was
hustling, man,
making sure everything got streamed from Nerdtacular, and he does it for so many live events. Support one of the good eggs.
Yeah, but speaking of the bad eggs, let's hear one of them sing the lullaby. Take it away, MikeTV.
Oh no, night attack is through. Is there something that I did? Is there something I can do? Oh no, night attack is done. My heart has been broken. The depression's just begun. Brian Brushwood, every time you leave, I wanna hurt myself by pissing off some bees. I'm allergic to bees.
Great, nobody
and that chord
noticed.
change. Oh, Justin Robert Young, every time you go, I get so sad. I wanna drink a warm glass of Drano. I need you guys' help on this. Night attack. 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 I love you.
Dying of fire.
See you next Tuesday.
Diamond Club hopes you have enjoyed this program.